Hello? I am playing more Okage, starting perhaps in a weird spot, but I was level grinding just a little bit off stream, not much. I gained a couple levels, and I also bought Ari some new armor, the 10,000 Sukul stuff. So our boy is now wearing like designer, whatever the in-universe equivalent to Gucci is. But then I was interrupted by this fellow, and I thought, well, I don't want to miss one of these on stream, so... yeah, our boy Stan needs his ego yet again reaffirmed, so...
Slave? How cool do you think I am? Tell me honestly.
I don't know, like absolutely or mega? How about mega?
Uh-huh. And?
Mega... see a Backstreet Boy? Mega... Cover Boy? I don't know. I don't know, Stan. Cover Boy. Mega Cover Boy.
That's your choice, huh? And how will you finish?
Mega Cover Boy.
Supermodel. Uh-huh. I'm Mega Cover Boy Supermodel. You're so right, my underling. Good. I am pleased. For that, they get to taste my preemptive attack.
Well, Stan, you're a model. I don't know what any of these mean to Stan. I guess magazines exist in universe. Magazines confirmed. That was really loud. Thanks, Stan. Thank you for like blasting our eardrums by killing all of those guys simultaneously. Stan will do anything if you tell him he's hot. I think a lot of people will do anything if you tell them they're hot. In the correct words, of course. So yeah, Ari, as you could see, is level 24. So is Roz. Kiesling is not, but too bad for him. I haven't explored any more of this area. I just fought some guys here. Oh, and we're fighting one more guy. And then we can leave. Oh, assuming these ones don't kill me. Actually, I saw... I don't know if we saw... any of these creatures except for the crab on stream previously. I did see the half-cocked Yeti and this wizard ghost once before while level grinding, but they ran away immediately. So I hope the volume is still good. I can't tell. It's a little loud for me, but I mean, these headphones are not good. Someday I will get good headphones, but it's not today. It is a little louder than last time. You know what? Hang on a second here. I'm gonna go... Maybe that's a little better. Just turning down the output volume. I hope that's a little better. I would also like a business card that says Wizard Ghost. Where can I get me one of those? Anyway, I'm hoping we don't die to these. So we can keep canonically calling Stan like a magazine cover boy. But these are also tougher enemies than other creatures that were in this area, and I feel like even with his buffed armor, I don't know how well Ari's gonna be able to take it. Oh, I already buffed Roz. What am I doing? I'm thinking here. Let's have Ari wait for a second. Actually, no, I'm gonna have Ari... No, I'm gonna wait. So, Roz can use... Wait, is it... Did I not... Hang on. Okay, yeah, it was like, she can use Burst again. Like, where is it? It's here. Oh. Okay, never mind. So much for that. Agonized over nothing. Is the volume better now? I hope. Wait, not even any, like, victory music. It's just silence. I wonder if that Yeti is some, like, a metal slime type monster. And they're like an experience pinata if you're able to kill them, but they run away at the drop of a hat. Wait, the volume seems unchanged, really. I turned it down in my PlayStation itself. You're gonna hear a Windows noise, and I'm really sorry. I hate the Windows noise. But it should be a little better now. Okay, so I need to go back to the tree hole. What was the closest teleportal to the tree hole? It might be the one south of me near the circus. Maybe. Excuse me, ghosts. I do not particularly wish to fight you. You take too long to kill and you do not give me nearly enough experience for my troubles. Ugh. What did I just say? I mean, we can still admire these creatures. One thing about this combat system that I'm still kind of struggling with is the fact that if enemies are in a group where there's multiple of the same sort of enemy, you can't specifically target one of them. You just pick the group. So it makes it a little harder to pick enemies off in a strategic manner. But then I guess this isn't really a combat system that you approach with much strategy to it. Like, I don't feel like anyone's really playing this game for its combat. I don't know. Maybe someone will prove me wrong. Maybe it's really in-depth in the late game, and you could do so many different strategies with your skills. But for now, we're not really here for the battles. We're here for the story. Well, that's most RPGs when you get right down to it. You're here for the story. Okay, which one? Was it the green one? Or I think it was the red one. Yeah, this game is about jokes. The combat is also there, nominally. But really, it's about the jokes, Stan included. Oh, you looked it up, and the colored squares next to the enemies do indeed correspond to their elements, and it's a simple rock, paper, scissors dealio. Oh, well, I'll be darned. So what elements am I working with? It's a little hard to tell with this game. Again, like, if you look at the status effects one can presumably be hit with based on the recovery items I've picked up, I don't know if all the elements are necessarily your standard RPG fare, nor am I certain how they interact with one another. This game really doesn't give you much information, but then I think that was a lot of games back in the day, if you will. RPGs especially, I think, just expected players to figure things out themselves via trial or error and/or ideally shelling out for the strategy guide. Fire beats lightning, beats ice, beats fire. Okay. Interesting that fire beats lightning and that ice beats fire. You should expect it the other way around. I guess, am I thinking of Pokemon? Absolutely. That is my primary frame of reference for any sort of elemental or rock, paper, scissors is Pokemon. So I guess Ari being neutral does not possess any particular weaknesses nor strengths. And that perp is ice and fire is red and lightning is orange, yellow. I swear I didn't temporarily go colorblind. Oh man, I forgot about this music. This clown music. Okay, I'm hoping we can survive a little better here now that I've gained a couple more levels. It's really hard to tell in this game how much difference a level will make. Oh, I opened this already. Disappointment. Like, the armor I bought for Ari that was 10,000 Sukul was, I think it's like either +7 or +9. But his current armor beforehand was +5. So I'm assuming that small numbers do make a fairly big difference. Which is a system I appreciate. Like Paper Mario, when you can really appreciate how much stronger you get with each level. Versus something like, well, I was gonna say Final Fantasy, but even then, maybe something more like a Nippon Ichi game, Which, granted, I've only tried a tiny bit of a couple of Nippon Ichi games, but I know those typically have levels that reach the thousands. That's a little much for me. You know this place is Big Tree Hole, but with this music you misread it as Big Top Hole. Yeah. The music is very clownish, but it still feels like a lot of experience, maybe, for killing that jar. Ineffective attacks do half damage and effective attacks do 1.5. Thank you. Okay, and the manual has it as fire, red, beats thunder, yellow, beats ice, blue, which beats fire. Well, the manual may call it blue, but in my heart, I know it's purple. It's purple. We got some more creatures. There's a lot of creatures. No, I love creatures as much as the next gal, but this is a lot of creature. Oh yeah, that's right, I learned Blizzard Sword while I was getting my levels up. And Kiesling got Burden, but he might have had that previously before I'd eaten a death. I'm not sure, it just sounds familiar. Knuckles beats Tails beats Sonic, exactly! Well, Tails wishes he could beat Sonic. What do you mean you have Fury? Don't do that. I don't know what it does, but don't do it. I don't approve on principle. Ow. Yeah, the amount of damage I'm taking is still pretty scary, and I'm a little concerned that Ari is going to die. Please don't kill. I mean, if they're going for Kiesling, okay, but they kind of look like they're all targeting Ari, and I don't approve. I don't approve. Please don't kill. Okay, oh no, they're not. They're all trying to kill Roz. Dear God. Criminy. Okay, so electric beats ice. I have to make sure Tails beats Sonic. Oh yeah, Sonic Adventure 1 is contingent upon Tails beating Sonic. You're right. Did those stages with Tails beating Sonic in races, like, are those canonical, do you think? Or is it just what Tails imagined happened? Roz, I think, is about to die. Okay. Yeah, ice beats fire. Let me try this on the Rhino here. Roz is still okay for now. For now. Have her defend herself for a second. Maybe she won't die. I meant to buy more energy flowers. Is that what they're called? I have 8. I think that's okay. I used 2 while gaining levels because Kiesling has all the structural integrity of wet tissue paper. Oh no, Roz! Well, great. That just gets wasted, I guess. Yeah, it sure does. Do I want to revive Roz, or do I want to just keep my energy flower? Because, I mean, there is the save point nearby, so I can go back and heal. But then she misses on all this experience. Just revive her, and then hope that she doesn't die right away. Good job, Kiesling. 17 whole damage. About time. Stanley. I'm just gonna heal Roz. The other thing with this combat system that throws me off is because it pauses whenever someone's turn is, and it makes it really hard for me to keep track of how much damage stuff is doing. And if my attacks are effective or not. It's also a little odd how characters they hit twice. They do an initial hit for 1 damage, and then they'll do the proper hit for more. That is a lot of money. Okay, hang on. The save point's right back there, so I'm just gonna refresh myself a little bit. I might as well take advantage if the save point is here. I'm using my resources wisely. So I feel like I had something thematically relevant to share with stream, but of course by the time I start streaming I've completely forgotten what it was. Okay, that's closed. Maybe it'll come back to me. Oh gosh, big yawn. Okay, I can't get in there either, because that's all gated off. What about it? Okay, that's the chest that I've already opened. Okay, nothing else in there. I'm sure it'll come back to me, but when is the question. Will it come back to me while it's still relevant? Whoa. Look at that wolf? Question mark? Whatever you are. Okay, overdrive. I wish I had some sort of macro for the overdrive rise combo, because I do seem to use that quite a lot. So he's got flaming tone. So Knuckles beats Tails, so let's try that on the clingy crab. And I mean, Roz has magic too, but her physical attack is much stronger, so why bother? Okay. Is it worth trying to use Burst again? The scary thing about using Burst is the fact that it does take Ari's hit points to do so. I'm a little scared. Oh. Alright, well heck all of those guys, I suppose. I didn't need this after all. In fact, I think this wolf is ice, so it's going to be resistant, but that's fine. How did you miss? Why play all of those sound effects if she's just going to miss? Why can we not hit this wolf? Yes, bite Kiesling. No depth perception, her hair is over her eye. I do respect commitment to the aesthetic, if nothing else. Hooray. Ah, gosh, big yawn again. Why am I sleepy all of a sudden? Yeah, it still feels like I'm getting a lot of experience. Hello, Sparrow. How are you? How is everyone? Oh, we're just going right into the jar fight. Okay. Okay. So this is a... Let's try the charged parasol and see how that works. I'm still trying to remember. So fire beats lightning beats ice beats fire. So I need ice to get this thing. And I don't have ice on Kiesling, so never mind. Maybe I'll have him use Speedy on Roz so she could just hit more. Well, Ari has ice. Oh wait, I used electric with Roz. Oops. Yeah, that is not correct. I have to remember Sonic beats Knuckles, but Knuckles beats Tails, and Tails beats Sonic. I still kind of feel like it might be better to just hit them. I like that you can see the history of the damage that you're doing, but it's still difficult to keep track of. And also, you know, you hear characters hitting like a half dozen times, but you only get one output of damage. It still throws me off. Yeah, let's use this on RE2. Oh, goodness, Lori, stop yawning, please. Wake up. Well, that's just how streams go, though, I suppose. I'm tired at the start, and then I wake up, and then I can't fall asleep for bed. Ain't that just the way? I suspect a lot of this dungeon may be fighting a thing, and then going back to the save point. That's the streamer life. I could be one of those streamers that streams as their job. Or just stream earlier in the day. Thus, I'm not risking streaming cutting into my bedtime. Okay, back to the save point we go. This old chestnut, this old rigmarole. Maybe this is where I should have been level grinding. Is not in the snowy area, but here. You just woke up from an unplanned nap. Oh no. Oh, don't you hate it when those get you? Sometimes you just get so tired. And you think to yourself, okay, I don't want to ruin my sleep schedule, but a little nap, like half an hour, that's fine, right? Yeah, she says, yawning again. But of course, that's the devil talking. It's never just half an hour. You'll lie down for like half an hour, and then you'll set an alarm or something, and then think, you know, I don't really feel that rested, or like I don't have to get up right now. I could keep snoozing a little bit. No, don't do that. don't do that. Not that I'm speaking from experience or anything, you understand. This is all purely hypothetical. Is it worth using powerless on this thing? I'm just thinking, you know, for the sake of variety, for the sake of enrichment, do I want to mix up my strategy a little for dealing with this Erd? You rewatched Over the Garden Wall recently, and you didn't realize Greg only says, "Ain't that just the way," twice, and yet it became permanently part of your lexicon. I need to watch Over the Garden Wall again. Because I've only seen it through once, but it left an impression, and bits of it stuck with me. And also the music is insidiously catchy. Which reminds me in a roundabout way that I need to alter and re-upload. So I have the VOD of Wilmot Works It Out on YouTube, not public. I have it uploaded. But it has not a strike against it, but it says it's unavailable in some countries, I think because I had played the German version of There's a Platypus Controlling Me during that stream. I kind of knew it would happen, but I was also sort of hoping it wouldn't. Like, okay, yeah, it's technically a Disney property, but it's in German, and it's not like, you know, Mickey himself. Surely it's fine. Reader, it was not fine. Or only kind of fine. $2 nickels will get you on the Frog Ferry with change. Potatoes and molasses. No. I can't be having that with potatoes and molasses again. Like every once in a while, that song will get wedged in my head and it drives me crazy. I think my favorite song from Over the Garden Wall is it the one that's just called Over the Garden Wall? Like you hear it in the Steamboat episode, I think. Again, I've only seen it once. It was a few years ago, so bear with me. And I can't sing it right now because I am hearing this clown music. Oh, the gentle wind beckons through the leaves as autumn colors fall. That one. I might be a little off key because I am hearing the clown shoes music. Wilmot works it out in court. Maybe that'll be the third one, as Wilmot takes on the Ace Attorney franchise in some way. Or he just sorts autopsy reports. He's the one who updates them. Which also reminds me in a way that tomorrow afternoon, assuming everything goes as planned, I will be streaming some more Wilmot Works It Out again. Because I really enjoyed it. It was nice just to hang out and solve puzzles and chat with folks. I don't remember if that's the No One Wants to Hear Me Play the Bassoon song. It's been way too long. I can't remember. It's haunting me. Going back here one more time. I know this is kind of tedious to run back and forth, but I am a little scared. But I guess I'm gonna go downstairs and I'm going to let go of my safety net, my tether, and not worry about running back to the book all the time. I might still run back to the book a little bit. I mean, you don't want to risk dying and losing progress and having to fight urns again. Yeah, the wistful tone of it, I'm quite fond of. I don't know if anyone else here has played Omori, but it reminds me a little bit of the title theme, like the music that plays on the title screen of Omori, just a little bit. That wistful piano. Something's written on it. A path beyond the treasure chest. Like the one upstairs, is there... I need to test this hypothesis before I forget. And it's probably nothing, and I'm probably just wasting time. But I want to see. Yeah, I got punted around by the big business demon. I need to be cautious. Aha! That is what it meant. A secret. Does Over the Garden Wall not have a high-def physical release? I mean, I'm not surprised that it doesn't. Because everything's online these days. Everything is on the cloud. Everything is on whatever streaming service du jour. Or they've just basically reinvented cable, and I hate it here. Even though I don't watch shows. I was gonna say I don't watch TV, but I don't watch shows, to be more specific, because I don't have that kind of attention span. But the point is, like, put Over the Garden Wall on, like, Blu-ray or something. Let people own their media. Can you imagine the utopia if people got to physically own their media? And yeah, I do like having the convenience of digital copies for certain things. Like limited releases where maybe doing physical versions isn't necessarily practical, vis-a-vis the cost-benefit ratio. Or also just for the convenience, like, I have digital versions of Splatoon 1 and 2. And I have the physical version of Splatoon 1. But I remember eventually thinking I kind of wish I had gotten this digital because it basically just lives in my Wii U. Hence why I have the digital versions of Splatoon 2 and 3, because they just live in my Switch, basically. Over the Garden Wall does have a regular definition physical release, just not a high-def one. Okay. Well, now I'm thinking I didn't fully explore, the area past that hint. Oh, whatever. Let's just go down here now. Yeah, the more things change, the more things stay the same. We've just reinvented cable with all the commercials. Yes, this is the first dungeon in Ocarina of Time. You are correct. The big tree hole. I mean, look, there's even jars, so you know it's a Zelda dungeon. I really wish the interior of this actually looked like a tree. Not to bring up Zelda again, except yes, to bring up Zelda again. I am thinking about Phantom Hourglass, and how all the dungeons are just caves, with generic cave music. Oh boy, that kind of hurt. I mean, it's Kiesling. Everything hurts Kiesling. It does not take much to hurt Kiesling. On the flip side, I wish more hurt Kiesling. You know what I mean? Looking forward to a party member that is not viscerally uncomfortable. One could argue, is it really a JRPG without some sort of quote-unquote dirty old man character, or dirty 46-year-old character, however old Kiesling is supposed to be, I forget. He is an unusual version of it. And isn't, like, super upfront about being kind of, uncomfortable around girls. Just a little bit. Also, oh, that's the stand button. That is not the inventory button, sorry. Resident Evil brain. You understand. Or if you don't, I hope you do. Yeah, let's heal Roz, too, as a treat. Everybody's healthy. Over the Garden Wall RPG, that would be cool, honestly. Like, there's just a lot of interesting set pieces in that series. I think it would be fun to explore that world further. I don't know exactly what an Over the Garden Wall RPG would look like, per se, but just conceptually, I think would be cool. Make more things into RPGs, why not? So we have an opportunity to play in the world that they have created. I guess it doesn't have to be an RPG. Whatever sort of tie-in game they'd want to finagle. What is another appropriate genre for an Over the Garden Wall game? Or, you know, a least appropriate genre? Like, where's the Over the Garden Wall first-person shooter? You know, or whatever you want to classify Grand Theft Auto as being like. The open world mischief sim. Be like the horse. You know you want to steal. Point and click. Okay, that is thematically very appropriate. Point and click with some key spooky elements. The mischief sim. That's what iMotion we refer to Grand Theft Auto and similar games like Saints Row as. Like, open world is too broad. But mischief sim, no, that tells you what it's all about. I am unfortunately too much of a goody two-shoes to play Grand Theft Auto. I did it again. Pressing the Resident Evil item button. I don't need to heal. We're fine. Thank you for not abandoning this nomenclature. Please spread the gospel of the mischief sim. Has anyone here played any of the Grand Theft Auto games? Or again, anything similar, like Saints Row? I say anything similar, but I think Saints Row is really the only comparable one I can think of off the top of my head. Where you can just sort of be a miscreant. With various levels of silliness to it. You played San Andreas a lot when you were like 12, 13. Those would be the primo years for it, huh? One's rebellious teenage phase. Where you want to cause as much mischief as possible, but, you know, like in a safe way. As you're figuring out your boundaries. GTA 5 has some good multiplayer. So I guess, yeah, it has the online, yeah? Not since you were a kid at sleepovers. That would be a fun sleepover game, huh? My issue is that I've always had a problem with too much empathy. So even when dealing with completely fictional constructs, and the awareness that they are completely fictional constructs, it's still hard for me to commit wanton violence like this series expects you to do. I don't know what it is. Like, there's no consequences in real life, Maury. You can steal this car and shoot these people for real. And there will be no consequences, and I know that intrinsically, and I still can't do it. I feel bad. I would be playing Grand Theft Auto and obeying the speed limit and using my blinker. No, I wouldn't. I'm not gonna drive like a sucker. Well, does poor driving raise your wanted rating? Is that what they call it in game? You know, like your wanted level? I mean, as long as I don't hit anybody, it's fine if I go like 100 miles in a 60 zone, right? feels really weird to say Miles as a Canadian. The only Miles I accept is Miles Tails Prower. You remember liking it a lot, but do not have a lot of specific moments in mind, almost like you played it in a dream. You don't recall being overly violent in it either, you just did what the game asked you to do for missions. But you gotta, like, steal and shoot and run the drug and whatever else. I don't know, I think I'm too soft for that. Oh boy, I wish the camera didn't like swing around all weird like that. Now I'm disoriented and I'm pressing the stand button again. The hardest thing to do in a GTA game is obey the law. Now that's the real challenge run. Try to complete as much of the game as possible without raising your wanted level. A secret in an empty room. So is this whole dungeon filled with just tricks and traps? So I can't get through that right now, because I haven't stood on the appropriate switch. Is it perhaps referring to... Well, this isn't an empty room, so not this. And I can't get through there. Maybe I have to go back to the first floor, since I can't go up. Or wait, no, what's down here? Never mind. We're good. It did, but you think it tries to paint a picture that you're the, quote, good guys despite breaking the laws. Moral ambiguity. So you do bad things, but for a good cause? Or, yeah, we do bad things, but we're not as bad as those other guys. We're like ethical gangsters. You know, we donate to orphanages while simultaneously tracking their charges. Or not tracking, yeah, orphan trafficking, yeah. Trafficking, not tracking. Well, maybe if you're tracking it, hang on, maybe if you're trafficking organs, you want to track them with like FedEx or something. You don't want like your kidneys to get lost in the mail. No, I don't know what I'm saying any longer. The latter specifically, so we're bad, but we're not as bad as those other guys. You know, we just commit some mischief that, you know, your mother would approve of. Oh, she learned ice. Well, now I guess if I want a frosty beverage, I could just hit up Roz for it. She doesn't mind being used as a human ice machine, right? Do I? Yeah, I'm gonna heal. I might need to go back up anyway, just to restore my LP. Let's step on this for now. Oh, how I wish the mini-map marked what has and has not been opened, because boy howdy, I'm not gonna remember. Let's fight this jar. And then maybe go back upstairs so I can heal and save and get my LP back, most importantly. If Marlene asked Roz to make a frosty drink, she would do it and probably not even notice it was demeaning much. I think that's an interesting flaw of Roz, that she views herself as this cool, beautiful, competent hero. And definitely tries to give others that same impression of her. But she's also very petty and childish, and in many ways acts in a manner unbecoming of a proper hero. But of course, she's so concerned with her image that she would still do it, even if it was demeaning. Because it's what a hero does. I don't know how much of it is about the heroics and helping other people and how much of it is just the PR, the images, or the image singular. Okay, yeah, I need to go upstairs and get my LP back. And of course, the trickiest part of all is remembering my way back up precisely where I've been. She was acting like it was beneath her to be bossed around by child gang leaders, but it's not beneath her to be bossed around by the princess. And the princess has clout, she has pull. So it's beneficial for Roz to kowtow to the princess. Because that's what a hero does. And the princess could maybe put in a good word for her, but like, what's a child gang going to do for her? Nothing. Not worth her time, beneath her. I just want to look over here. Oh, yeah, okay, I still can't get in there, so that's still blocked off to me. Yeah, and there's nothing else I can do, so I guess I'll just go down. The princess has clout is technically accurate, but it's still weird of you to hear in this context. What makes it weird to hear? Unless I'm inadvertently referencing something that I'm not aware of, which has happened. Would it help if I said the princess has street cred? Like, say, Grand Theft Auto. Would Marlene enjoy Grand Theft Auto? Or would she not fully appreciate the scope of the mischief sim? Because she's a princess. She could, I think, commit mischief whenever she felt like. With little to no consequence, probably. I was just trying to remember the name of her butler, and I can't quite. I want to call him Baloney, and that's not it. Balloony? Balloon. It was Balloon. That's it. I just want to call him Baloney. Something's written on it. One more between two. So maybe there's some decorative skeletons against the wall. Ooh, spooky, 'tis the season. No, I don't care that Halloween was yesterday. Halloween is eternal. Oh, sorry, it is pronounced Soulmaster, you're right. You don't think the princess has ever seen street? Well, all the more reason for her to have street cred. To make up for the fact she's never seen street. It's just that, though obviously a word of long origin, clout is only something you started hearing a few years ago. I guess I don't really know what's on the cusp of language, question mark, of slang. I guess people do talk about clout chasing and the like. Correct. All of fall and winter is spooky season. Spring and summer is pre-spooky season. It's all just building up to spooky season. That's true, summer is spooky. Unfortunately, not really for the fun reasons. Not the same reason that Halloween is spooky. The reason. Spring is when you get a breather. Which again is technically true, but quite literally, no, because of all the pollen. The opposite of a breather. A wheezer, maybe. Also, good job, Kiesling, I guess. I don't really want to encourage the guy. I do need to heal the guy, though, unfortunately. Okay, so once more between two. So oh, never mind. That is correct, I guess. Your breather is Christmas, which is the entirety of December. Ha! We all know that, at least from a retail standpoint, Christmas is the very second Halloween is over. Until, like, January 1st, maybe. Like, Halloween wasn't even over, and I still saw, like, businesses putting up Christmas decorations all over the place. Just hang on a minute. Give us a moment to let Halloween breathe. Even at my physio appointment the other day, my physio was saying that he's of the mind that all the Christmas things should wait until after Remembrance Day, at least, and I am in agreement. Just give me a moment, okay? What do you mean they were playing Christmas songs at work today? Also, how did Portrait of Ruin go? Since I saw you were streaming it. Christmas decorations in some stores in September. No. I've probably mentioned before, but when I used to live with a roommate, and she was originally from the Philippines, and she told me once that in the Philippines, Christmas is huge. Hang on, Stan, give me a minute. To the point where, like, people will start putting up Christmas stuff in September. And I asked her, like, don't you get sick of the Christmas songs, the Christmas everything? And no, she said. What do you do if you live in the Philippines and you hate Christmas music? I guess you just suffer.
It seems to be we are finally here. All set, Ari? Are you ready in both body and mind?
No.
Oh well, let's come back later.
Let me go back and save. Somehow I feel like I didn't fully explore this place, but I guess I did. Well, maybe, I assume that we'll beat the boss and then they'll open the gated areas on the first floor. Is my mic kind of low? Oh no! Thank you for letting me know. Hang on. Let me do that. That might be better. I've noticed trying to record stuff in OBS, that's backwards, it's really fussy. With regards to my audio levels, in that if I get too loud, it starts cutting me off, and only in OBS. So it's hard finding that sweet spot. The Bible college where you grew up had a radio station, and once you counted, in the span of 1 to 2 hours, it played around 9 versions of Silent Night. I mean, how much can you remix Silent Night to differentiate it from every other version of Silent Night out there? Not this way. Yes, this way, not that way. The night was no longer silent. Hang on, I need to scroll up chat for a second to read this because I missed it, but can't verify this because you don't know any Gaelic, but you once heard it said that the difference between Scottish Gaelic and Irish is, in Irish, December is the month of Christmas, and in Scottish, it's the bleakness. Correct. That amuses me partially because I know I have some Scottish ancestry on my paternal side of the family, like Scottish and Welsh and English. Not Irish, though. Scottish and Welsh and English, primarily. So maybe that's why I'm not a fan of Christmas, but the bleakness, now that's what I'm talking about. That is what I am all about. By which I mean, get me out of here. I guess we're good. Everybody's healed. Everything is alright. Hopefully I don't get my tail kicked in by a businessman this time. Happy bleakness to you all. And to all a good blight. Ready for the bleakness. Portrait of Ruin went well. You took out the penultimate and final boss pretty dang easily. Congratulations. Then you did a bonus secret dungeon until you rage quit. Oh no.
Thanks for coming all this way so I can pound you. You guys are good sports. I'll clobber you into cute tiny little pulps. Then I'll stomp on you till you stick to my shoes. Man, I'm excited.
Yep, one too many power drinks. Excuse me for interrupting your excitement, but I have a question for you, Big Bull Evil King. Also, very briefly, I need to turn it down, hang on. If you notice my microphone cutting me off at all, like my words getting cut off, let me know and I will further rejigger my audio settings. Anyway, back to Guten Kiesling.
Have you been here at the back of this tunnel all along without trying to conquer the worlds? Yup, I don't care about world conquest. I just want to fight strong opponents. Meat-grinding fights, that's my life. I won't give my World Evil King belt to anybody. What the heck is a World Evil King belt? I don't know. I see. It seems to be that all sorts of evil kings exist. Now, I, the princess, shall specifically be your judge. You may begin. Here we go.
Oh, come on, Marlene. I want you to throw down with us. I think you could suplex him if you wanted to.
The world really is full of things,
Says Marlene. I mean, she is royalty. Maybe she knows the king of all cosmos. Okay, I'm gonna use Speedy. First I'm gonna use it on Roz. But I'm also gonna have Roz wait a second. You know that old chestnut? The old Ari Overdrive Roz Burst combo. Yeah, the One Piece character. Does this fellow bring to mind a specific One Piece character or not? I do agree that he does look like something from One Piece, but I don't know. I mean, I know some One Piece characters. Oh, Roz hasn't fired that off yet. Hang on, I need to wait. I'll just have Ari wait for now. But I will also have Kiesling use... Actually, can you use Burden on, like, all of them? Or is it just target one? I don't know. Let's do this. What do you mean quiet? No Silent Night. Christmas songs too early. None of that. Oh boy, Kiesling is so dead. Which, you know... Nominally, I'm okay with this. I guess I shouldn't be okay with this. Is she gonna be able to heal him before somebody kicks his tail in? Unsure. Let's try it. Boy, now Ari's health is getting really low. I am still using Overdrive, though, so yeah. I am being shushed by cows. Okay. I'm gonna also have Kiesling heal Ari, because scared. Please do not kill. I don't know if I have anything worth... I'm just gonna have Ari defend for now, I think. It's a little scary when his health is at half. Also, where is, the big, strong One Piece character, Evil King? We didn't, like, kill him already, right? He's just off screen, right? Oh, no, yeah, he's about to punch Kiesling. I just didn't see him. So I was like, where did you go? He's punching Kiesling, thank God. I mean, I guess it's bad that Kiesling's dead, but whatever.
Punching Kiesling to death.
Well, the downside is I was having Kiesling heal Ari, so that is no longer a possibility, so I will have to have Ari heal himself. Okay. I do need to get rid of these other bulls, so it might behoove me, if you will, to try and get rid of these other bulls before reviving Kiesling. Then again, oh boy, Kiesling being around does mean that there is another target aside from Ari and Roz, which will keep them alive a little longer. Okay. I better start attacking, or I'm never going to make any progress. So. Okay. I think we can at least get rid of, like, maybe one more. Okay, that's good, that's good. Once we have a little more breathing room, I can revive Kiesling. Stan does not feel like doing us a solid. He does not feel like doing anyone a solid unless they call him handsome. Or at least say that he looks like he belongs on the cover of a magazine. He could have been a contender. He could have been in pictures. Boy, you almost killed Ari. Please don't. Please don't. Okay. I'm gonna try using this now. Please don't kill Ari. Please don't kill Ari. Hurry up, Roz. Oh, well, there he is. Thanks, Stan. Okay. Let Ari revive Kiesling. Okay, cool. Oh boy, oh boy. Okay. Might as well use this. Might as well use this. Great. Kiesling's dead again. Well, that's a waste. Whatever. Yeah, this guy is weak to ice. My concern is Roz is not a spellcaster per se. Her damage lies in physical attacks, but I guess I could try it out and we'll see. $83. I don't know how that compares to her regular attacks. Actually, I'm gonna wait until this guy attacks again, and then I'll try and revive Kiesling. Because I know if I try and revive him now, this fellow is just going to hit him again. Oh, or he'll use flame. Is this because I killed all of the other bulls? Well, thankfully, flame does seem a little underwhelming. Okay. I'm gonna have Roz use an energy flower. I really wish I still had another bountiful bear. Oh, Stan is contributing again. I like when his eyes get all big and wide. It's cute. Okay. Oh, does she do bonus damage to him with melee attacks? I wasn't sure if a character's natural element also came into play with their physical moves too. But if so, very convenient. Maybe not so much if it also causes them to do less damage against enemies that are resistant to their native element. Okay, yeah, 93. I think it's better for Roz to just smack him. But this guy really needs to slow down. Please. Please. Yeah, Roz should be happy to hear that what we need her to do now, more than anything, is just to smack people around. It's what she's good at. It's what she's made for. Just hitting guys real good. I cast Burden on you. Why are you using Flame so many times? It'd be really great if I had a group heal spell, and I don't. I really don't like having to play so defensively. If I don't heal Kiesling, he might die again. But also, I really don't want Ari to die and then force me to redo everything. I mean, if Kiesling dies, it'll take the decision out of my hands, won't it? Oh, thank you, Stan. Wow, you contributed 3 times today. What's the occasion? Okay, let's heal. Ari doesn't need that much healing. Let's heal Roz for now. I guess that's all Kiesling's doing, is just healing people now. Oh gosh, is it based on how many hits Ari's taking? Is that why Stan is actually contributing more than never? I don't want to have Roz heal people. Her job is to hit. I guess that would make sense that Stan's vessel getting kicked around would inspire him to get off his tail and contribute. I don't know, do you want to call it a tail? Please, can you just die already? Please. I mean, I can restock my inventory after this, but it's still, you know, a little worrisome. Like, don't make me go through all of the nuts. Oh, thank you, Stan. Yeah, this is definitely going better than Big Business Demon. But my goodness, this fellow has so much health. I get maybe we're still underleveled. I don't know. It's hard to tell. I am thinking about fighting Jonathan Jones in Mario RPG a bit, because when you defeat all of his flunkies, then the battle gets harder because he challenges Mario one-on-one. What if I did a combination attack? As a treat. A little decadence. Not that that was necessarily worth it, but hey, it's a thing we can do. I know I cast Speedy on Roz earlier. I don't know if it's still in effect. It's a little hard to tell. Johnny is a cool guy, whatever he is. Possibly the most startling thing about the remake is that you can see he is just a guy in a shark kigurumi. I mean, he could just be a smaller shark, wearing the outfit of a bigger shark. Maybe he was too small to be taken seriously enough to ascend the ranks of piratedom, so he needed to put on the shark kigurumi. A cookie-cutter shark that hollowed out a great white and is wearing it as a suit. You know, just little pirate things. I'm gonna have Ari heal. Seriously, how much health does this guy have? Well, thank you, Stan. 5 Stans today. Is this gonna do the trick? Come on, Stan, get him. Get him. Nope, not yet. Oh, he's not using flame, wow. He just touches Kiesling, who dies instantly. Fair. Okay, please, boy, don't kill. Now that he's kind of using these super powerful physicals, I'm a little scared. I'm very scared. The fear of Ari dying and having to restart this whole fight is harrowing. You know, I don't even know if it's worth healing Kiesling necessarily. I mean, if I healed him, he would survive flame, but if I heal him and this guy uses his touch of death, that's it. Kiesling, I don't think, is strong enough, because I think when he used the touch of death, Kiesling was at max health, and he still died, so whatever. Just use this. Do I want to know how much HP this guy has? I do, in fact. I am very curious. Please don't tell me it's like infinite and there's actually some trick to this fight. 2,745? What? What do you mean? I mean, I shouldn't be surprised that he's as beefy as he is. Hello, Queen Dodongo. Maybe you're gonna be the good luck charm. Wow, you are. Finally. Finally drained all 2,745 of his hit points. More HP than anyone but the final boss? No wonder that took forever. And here I was thinking, are we just grotesquely underleveled still? No. Beef. He got the boof. Stan MVP. I can't believe he contributed 5 whole times.
How invigorating it is to gain my dark power back. This is the 4th one. Come on, slave. I'm on a roll. Go defeat the next evil king. I'll pound them to dust. Whoa, did you say you're gonna do...
Will we try again?
Did you say you're gonna go pounding things? You're still here. I already regained my dark power. I don't need you. Go away. Shoot.
Stop playing cool. Besides, you didn't win that victory alone. You gotta admit, Ross, he did contribute a non-zero amount, which for Stan is pretty good.
Indeed, you were strong, brother. That was the toughest battle I ever fought. I felt a brother's soul deep in my heart.
Huh? What are you talking about? Who is a brother?
Brother, I know you will keep my burning fighting spirit glowing forever. Right, Stan? Brother? Huh? Me? What? The reason why I waited here is so I could fight with the kindred spirits. A brother. I don't think so, former big bull evil king. I think you misunderstand. Don't be so stiff, brother. I don't need a title. Just call me Big Bull.
It seems you are quite attached to him. Good for you, self-proclaimed evil king. You may take care of him.
Silence, you gnats! Just because it is not for you. Before, I heard fate calling. It said to me, "Hi, once you become the strongest, head deep in the sewer. Okay, bye." It was so confusing. But now I get it. It's not me heading there. It's you, brother.
Again, deep in the sewer. Why? What is the importance of deep in the sewer?
Well, I don't know the meaning, but what I think is, there will be a cool muscle paradise that only the strongest can reach.
It was a waste to ask.
Now, let me join your family. Let me travel with you from now on. You don't mind, right, brother?
What? Really? Eh? Is this guy?
Brother!
Do you know how hard it was to not do the liquid snake read for that? But really?
You can... That makes me think. You guys are taking me in, so I think I have to give you something. What do I have to give? Oh yeah, you defeated me, brother. So that the title and the stylish World Evil King belt should go to you. Right on, brother. Reign over everything as the holder of the title belt. Oh yeah. No, I don't want this. No one knows about this belt. What's the point? But the belt got broken in the fights. Oh, darn it all. Well, when it's broken, it's broken. I should have something else. Oh, how about this? Brother, I've had this since I was enlightened through fighting. Yes, this is good. Take this, brother, and take good care of it.
Ari acquired manual handle?
I see. Thanks.
You're having a hard time. I agree. I love giving the stupid evil king trouble.
Oh, you are our sister. Pleased to meet you.
Who is a sister?
And I am the leader. I believe it is called Dawn in the lower world.
Marlene, I think, would fit right into Grand Theft Auto again.
Yo, Dawn, what do you say?
And I am the brains of the family, Kiesling, the famous scholar.
Oh, you are the doc! Yo! And him?
It's complicated. Unfortunately, I am the servant of Stan, because I want to be besties with Stan.
Huh? What's that? You can't fool me.
Ari is, you know. What is he?
Basically, he's, well, Oh, okay, he's a cub. Yo, what's up, dude?
Hey, don't threaten him. Now let's go back.
Gotcha, sister.
I'm not your sister.
A new friend joins the team, and our band of adventurers becomes even stranger. What kinds of misadventures are in store for this peculiar party?
This is a normalness upgrade. Replace Kiesling with a jock. Jocks are normal. I guess I have to go to an inn though, but I was not expecting to get the one-piece bull into my party. But as Kapotiko said, oh hell yeah. I was not expecting it, but I am delighted by it. Of course, for now, we are going to go back to the inn. Now, it doesn't matter. These are weak enemies. Go back to the inn and save and kick Kiesling out. Plus, it's just harder relying on a character that, or rather using a character that relies on spells, especially since the LP pool is shared, and it's nice to have that available for healing. I guess active party members do not gain experience. I gotta say, I was expecting Marlene to be our next party member. I figured at some point she would get sick of merely watching and would want to enact some violence herself. But I guess she's still unwilling to dirty her hands. Maybe she'll never join us. I don't know. Nobody tell me. It's fun being surprised. It's like a miniature version of how, when the last couple of Pokemon games came out, I adamantly refused to look up any of the new Pokemon because I wanted to be surprised by seeing them in the overworld and going, what is that? I want one. I gotta say, if you're a Pokemon fan, I would recommend trying this out. Whenever the next gen comes out, like the new Legends game, don't look at what Pokemon are in it. Surprise yourself. So you can go, wow, what is that? I want one. Okay. He's fire. Okay. I'm not sure what AP means. I guess attack power, defense power. Yeah, in retrospect, that's probably... Oh, no, that is... Ooh, no. There we go. No. No, that's not what I want. I'm trying to... what... Should I be able to select this guy? And then replace? Oh, I guess I'm just picking who goes in my party. I understand now. I thought I was selecting who gets kicked. Gosh, and he's level 25, so maybe we weren't under-leveled and it just felt that way. So I should save. Oh, I will posture check and hydrate, thank you. Ooh, your Chinese food just got here. Did you bring enough to share with the rest of the class? More seriously, what'd you get, though? I have not had Chinese food in a very long time. But ordering takeout, way too expensive. I don't know where did I go to buy items here? It was, I think, across the bridge. Tofu and veg, delicious. Maybe I should make a stir fry sometime soon. I haven't made a stir fry in a hot minute, but sometimes you just want like a bunch of rice and a bunch of veg and I guess some meat. You don't have anything new for me, do you? I don't think you have anything like better for me, but I do need these. I do need more of these. Just buy a bunch of those. So much money now. I don't know if I need these charms, but let's just buy a couple anyway. We don't need the villain's charm. We already have the most charming villain. Huh. Just buy some of these so I have them. I mean, not that I even know what these status effects look like when they get slapped on my party members. Okay, no, you sell me other things, I think. You don't sell the big nuts, though. I guess I could still buy some little ones, because they're not bad for just topping up my health a little bit, but... Okay. And everything else is okay. Okay. You got sushi delivered while you were in Arizona, and it's so good. Oh, I'm jealous of that, too. I just really want rice. Maybe that's what I should do tomorrow, is just make some rice. So, to get back to the subject of Okage. So now that I've gotten Big Bull here, I guess maybe I should go to the icy area again. And progress that way. Since the monsters, I think, were only a little stronger than we were when we first got there. Oh, it's so nice to see this fellow and not Keesley on the fields. I don't even know, like, what he equips himself with. I guess I'll find out. I'll see if anything in the shop/hot spring is equipable to him. Maybe he can wear that super expensive sparkly cape or whatever. Okay, it was this way. By the way, the tiny gears. Now, I know they're completely invisible and unmarked on the overworlds. Do you pick them up automatically if you happen to walk over where one is located, or do you just have to mash the X button too? I shouldn't be surprised. I think this era of JRPGs in particular love to put in extremely unintuitive hidden secret quests just to drive people crazy. And again, to encourage sales of the strategy guide. I was going to say charity guide. No, that's not correct. You automatically grab him if you walk over him. And I've only found the one. I guess I'm not standing in whatever magical sweet spot I need whenever I go buy one. Like how I didn't realize right away that I could activate that light switch in Resident Evil. Because I was not standing in the correct spot. So I just wrote it off as like, oh, whatever. It's this is non-interactable. Worldly Ghost. Wow, it's a shame that we're not using the person who could use this book. But I guess they don't sell anything for Big Bull here. I keep wanting to call him Bald Bull, like the Punch-Out character. Yeah, let's get a bunch of these. Decadence. And since I have this money, I buy some better gear. Let's get honorable armor for Roz. And I'll get a better sword for Ari. And there goes all of my money. But it went to a good cause. Okay, yeah, it only makes my attack go up 5. But I guess 5 is a lot in this game. Okay. Well, 9 I think is good. And then... oh, first fight charm. I guess that's what Big Bull has. Okay. Attack 95, so he's very strong. Yeah, I didn't realize that Ari is actually stronger than Roz. In my head, that she's stronger than he is. I guess I did just give him a new sword. But even then, it just doesn't feel right. Like, there's no way that this shrimpy little kid can hit harder than this grown woman. I mean, not that she's that much older than him, but... let's see. Age can't remember. Occupation furious fighter. Former Big Bull Evil King, a nice guy who loves blood, sweat, and battle. Dreams of establishing a school for muscle men and creating a muscle paradise. I think this guy kind of rules. I'm gonna say one more time. Just in case, since I did all that shopping, and you never know. I'm thinking about stir fry, but I'm thinking I got some sweet potatoes the other week when they were on sale. And I kind of just want to roast them. Maybe just make some rice and roast some sweet potatoes. I don't know about the rest of you, but I love me a good sweet potato. I can't go up here. I want to go up here, but I can't. Invisible wall. He just likes working out and hitting people and hanging out with people who share his interests. People who like hitting other people, but you know, in like a friendly bro kind of way. I don't really want to fight you. Also, are the different colors of ghosts, are they indicative of anything? Like the difficulty of the fight, or the types of enemies, or it's just whatever? They're just different for some visual variety. Oh. They don't indicate anything. Okay, they're just nice colors because... Oh, there's so many. There's so many. Okay, well let's... Instead of the old Ari Raz combo... well, I could just have Raz do a regular attack. And the onion. And then Ari, I'll have use overdrive. Yeah, the colors are cute. You can't argue with that. I read I love an evil vegetable and briefly forgot that there is an onion here. And I thought, are they referring to my sweet potatoes? I don't think my sweet potatoes are evil. Well, it's nice to have a party member that does not have basically no hit points. Oh yeah. Yeah, hit points are his whole thing. Okay. Very nice. I just noticed the snowman in the background. Adorable. The big ol' eyebrows. I wonder if that's sort of a common thing in Japan, or at least like stereotype-wise for snowmen, putting buckets on their heads. You know how here in the West it's all about the carrot nose. But when I see Japanese depictions of snowmen, Yuki Daruma, I see the bucket hats a lot, like in Paper Mario. Sealed cave. Is it, in fact, sealed? It sure is. Why is Ari asleep? Is that a status effect that is persisting from a previous fight? And yeah, sorry if the sudden sound effect that plays when everybody gets obliterated is a little too loud. That just seems to be a quirk of this battle system, that if I use an attack that takes out multiple enemies at once, it just overlays the sound effects of them all being defeated and dropping items. It's a little loud. Any day now. Any day now. I need to pull up the manual for this game and maybe get an idea of what the status effects do. I found it online and I've looked at like the first little bit of it, but I'm also, the manual doesn't like spoil the characters you get or anything, does it? Because it was a lot of fun being caught off guard by who joins my party. Well, it was fun being caught off guard by Big Bull. Maybe not so much Kiesling. Like, oh, you're coming with it. Okay, sure. I don't have a say in this matter. All right. Yeah, this is sealed. Super sealed. Even the very top. Sealed with a miraculous power. Well, what Banjo-Kazooie has taught me is that we need to get a pair of running shoes. And then we gotta just dart up to the top of that structure as fast as we can. Yeah, why is Ari starting asleep? It's not like a side effect of what he's equipped with or something, is it? Yeah, he has 2 sleep bubbles. He started the last battle like that too, with the red and green one. I'm gonna be a little peeved if I spent all that money on like a better sword and then it turns out it's super cursed or something. Does anyone remember how Golden Sun had cursed gear? And that if you put on cursed gear, you'd actually have to go to a guy to pry it off you. I know there's other games out there that have cursed equipment, but that's the first one that pops into my head because I'm trying to think if there's other games I've played that have cursed equipment and none are jumping out at me immediately. Like, I know of other games that have cursed equipment, like Wizardry does. Oh, you know what I haven't done?
I defeated 5 fake evil kings, and I'm still in the shadow form. Now where are we headed? What does the map of evil kings say?
Oh yeah, I could... Oh.
Tell me, my minion. What is the necessary attitude for my world conquest? Say whatever comes to mind.
I like the energy of fearlessly. But I mean, at dusk also seems appropriate for a shadow beast. You know what, fearlessly?
Oh, you start like that. Okay, then.
Overcome.
I see. Now, how are you going to finish?
And obliterate all.
And have fun. You think. Fearlessly overcome and obliterate all, is it? Ah, yes! You have inspired my conquest to new heights, boy! Let me thrash these ghouls!
What do you mean you've been streaming GBA games lately? Where are you streaming? Oh, hey, Yeti! Stan's like smacking them off the table like a cat. I want to get rid of this Yeti before it runs away again. They always run. Wild Cry repels enemy. Interesting. I'm not really sure what that does, like, mechanically. I mean, I guess I could try it, but I don't want this Yeti to run away. Lightning beats ice? Yeah, lightning beats ice, and Ari does not have a lightning sword, so never mind. Come on, get it before it runs. Oh, in Discord servers. Oh yeah, finally. It's probably not going to give me anything special. It felt like a special enemy because the last 2 times I fought it, it ran. I mean, I would run too if I saw Kiesling's face. Apparently, Ari's recurring sleep deal is a curse. Really? Ari's gonna need an alarm charm to shake off the curse of falling asleep at the start of every fight. So wait, how was I supposed to know? Oh, that's not what I want to do that. Cures evil eye? So is that what he's afflicted with right now? Using alarm charm curse of paralyze Parliament was released. Oh. Okay, thank you. I guess I just took for granted that status effects would no longer persist after combat, because poison didn't. What's this little settlement over here? No. Tower of Jiraga comes to your mind. If you don't get the balance power up before getting armor and swords, they either protect less or make you unable to draw the sword. Man, Tower of Jiraga is such a fascinating game from a design perspective. Mori talking about weird, old, unintuitive game design again. And how Tower of Jiraga, the arcade game, did very poorly in the West, but was much beloved in Japan, because I've heard the arcade spirit there is a lot more collaborative. And that's what I think you had to do to beat Tower of Jiraga, is just, you know, everybody collaborates and shares the information they have discovered. Great, Big Bull has LP. He has become a Let's Player. Please stop that. I probably should look at the manual and figure out what all the status effects are. Oh, so status effects is the first box, and curses are the second box. Status effects wear off after battle. Curses are funky. Thank you. Yeah, everything I know about Tower of Jiraga is just, it's a very rude game. Like, I feel like it was designed, like, just deliberately in such a cheeky way. I'm trying to remember the name of the designer. It's something Endel. It started with an M. Like Masa, like something like Masayuki or something. Endel. Andor, you'd know offhand, what's that other spin-off of Tower of Jiraga where you control Kai and also Gil? And it's kind of like a top-down Zelda perspective? Because I know one of the rooms in that game is dead end, and it has a dead programmer at their desk, which is supposed to be the director, the creator himself. Endel, a dead Endel. Masanobu Endel, thank you. I knew it was Masa something. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I was reading chat and then pressing the wrong buttons, but okay, what is this curse that he has? Cures LP drain. Okay, using the sommelier charm. Just drinking some wine, I guess. Piece number 37. Friendly snowman gazing into the air in vain. I'll make you cry if you destroy it. Does it actually give me that option? It does not. I mean, not that I would. But, you know, just as a thought experiment. If I could destroy the snowman. I wouldn't actually want to. Unless it gave me some sort of gameplay benefit, of course, but I could never kick down, like, a snowman in the real life. That's terrible. Do I want to use the burst combo? Yeah, let's use the burst combo. Boy, we really have, like, no LP. Wow, I guess that drained a lot. Oh boy. Just kind of took for granted. Big Bull gets into wine tasting, but then dumps some monster energy into it. Yeah, that tracks. Like, he's not sophisticated, he's just here for, like, big flavors. Was it Kai's Adventure? It might be Kai's Adventure. That sounds right. And I only know because I saw it on Game Center CX. That's my frame of reference for a lot of Japan-only releases, is seeing it on Game Center CX. Get out of here. A gator wine. Gator ale? It's not quite the same. I need to workshop it. Good job, Ari. Oh, and good job, Roz. Good job to you too, Big Bull, even though you didn't level up. I'm still proud of you. Southeast, Trist, Dead End. Wow, Dead Endle. Southwest, nothing really. Well, then you know there's something there. Okay, so southeast goes to a town. I guess I should go this way first, so I can recover my LP. Excuse me. So, like, Trist, as in sad, I think. I just know, like the name Tristan, I think, means sad. So I don't know if it's a Latin root, but pos snowfield, pos pos. On another one of these, I assume it's already active, so I don't have to use it. I just want to go look. I just want to go look. Latin Tristis, sad. It makes me think a bit of Triscuits, you know, those crackers? The sad crackers. Well, at least I'm sad when I eat them and I get crumbs everywhere. Those things, oh man, they shed. Yeah, okay, I guess I'll just hit. Triscuits are so named because they're made with electricity, really. Electric biscuits. You know, I feel like I've heard that somewhere. Where, I don't know, but that's making me feel like, yeah, it sounds familiar. It was a bigger selling point at the time. Fewer people had electricity. So enjoy the magic of electricity vicariously by eating these crackers. And look, if it's dark because you don't have electricity for your lights, then you can't see all the crumbs on you. It's fine. Okay, Knuckles beats Tails. So let's try that. Good job missing the crab, Roz. Very proud. Oh, the crab is dead. Never mind. You looked at high-tech wheat for a very long time thinking that can't possibly be how many H's are in that phrase. There is a lot of H's in high-tech wheat. What do they call it? Semantic saturation, when you look at a word too long and it stops looking like a real word. That wigs me out, especially when I'm writing something and then it sets in. And then it feels like everything I've ever known is a lie, and I'm overcome with doubt. Confidence gone. So inactive party members do not get any experience, right? So Kiesling is getting nothing from this. I guess he's not even physically with us. He is at the inn. It's kind of interesting how different RPGs handle the issue of having multiple party members, yet only allowing a certain number of them in battle at a time. I feel like there would be a tiny gear here, but I haven't picked anything up, so there isn't. It does get a little silly when you're playing a game where, say, you have 8 characters available. Actually, I think the Tales of games will do this, where you could have like 8 characters in your full party, but only 4 in your active party. And if the members of your active party die, even if the other 4 are in universe just hanging out nearby, you still get a game over, because they're not going to lift a finger to help you. It's not their turn. It's not their responsibility. I also like what Mario RPG did, where it sort of plays with the fact that every character is basically in Mario's pocket. Like how you have a bit where they all kind of collide with one another trying to go back into his pocket. Let's get this elephant. I wonder when the first use of the phrase pink elephants was recorded. I'm thinking about that. I haven't seen Dumbo in many, many years, since I was very small. And maybe only like once or twice. I think it was one of those Disney movies that I just found too upsetting. But I do remember like the pink elephant sequence. You were very bad at Final Fantasy XII, and people kept dying, and it was great that you could freely rotate in people who aren't dead. Isn't it nice when games let you do that? That your backup isn't lazy, I guess, for lack of a better word. Also, correct me if I'm wrong, because I played a little Final Fantasy XII, like back on the PS2, around when it first came out. And I feel like just with how the maps work and how they're so big and open, I feel like it's entirely possible to run into stuff, like bounties, I think, that you aren't supposed to be fighting where you're at that point in the game and then dying spectacularly. It's been a while. Oh yeah, let's go in this cabin. Hello. Well, you're colorful. Oh, you're back, Mr. Carl Stein. And what about that? Oh, you know that, huh? Ah, it's okay. You don't need to say anything. Not yet. Oh well, I see. They are such small gears, and they were scattered all over due to an immeasurable explosion. The explosion wasn't really a failure, Mr. Anticle. Having an explosion means it is successfully drawing power. Anyway, I cannot even continue the experiment without my precious parts. It'll take too much time to make them over again. Thus, I request an ongoing search. Finding 30 parts would be fine. I'm counting on you, Mr. Sylvester. So long. That's kind of a lot to unpack. Does he have any awareness of who he's talking to? I mean, his eyes are just sort of black dots. Maybe he can't see. You can definitely run into stuff that's way too strong for you and die. I guess that's the peril of having an open world game. Well, like not super open world, but I mean, if you're like me, playing a game like that, and you want to go exploring, it's hard to resist the siren song of exploring. Like, oh, what's over there? And then you run into a bounty that you're not supposed to be fighting for like another 30 levels. Oh, that's who you bring tiny gears to if I want to do that side quest. I was wondering after he spoke of them. I'd half expected it to be related to the people in Madrill that talk about being obsessed with gears. But I guess not. Or like they would give you hints or some guidance as to where to find the gears, maybe? Instead of a map of evil kings, maybe a map of tiny gears? Which reminds me, I need to consult the map of evil kings. I was just heading towards this town because it's there. But I guess we should officially figure out where we are supposed to be going next. Let's see. Kind of want to turn on fast forward for battles. I'm not going to, but I kind of want to, because that's what I was doing when I was gaining a couple levels off stream. Okay, item. Map of Evil Kings. For the third time, a sign of an evil king in the city of Steel. What is dreadful is that it deceives people's souls. Its silent steps, however, surely multiply its sacrifice. Huh, ominous. When they say City of Steel, do they mean Madrill? Again? Well, there is a teleporter here, so if need be, of course, I can get back to Madrill without too much hassle. Also, can we take a moment to appreciate Big Bull's face? There is nothing going on behind those eyes. Perfect creature. The gate is still shut. Okay, never mind. Still shut. You know, as if we were here before. And we're disappointed. Alright, well, I guess we go to Madrill. But hey, now we have that teleporter available if we need it. And we got a little stronger wandering a snowy wasteland. We got some good equipment. It's not all bad. Maybe I should stock up on some charms then, if I'm gonna start running into curses.
Well,
Okay, so I'm in Madrill. What do I do in Madrill? Hey, circus boy, why didn't you just tell me? I heard that the under-the-table deal between the heroes and ghosts was just a rumor. You could have just told me. Here I was, believing silly gossip. I'm sorry I suspected you. I'm real sorry, boy. I think Big Bull should punch him anyway. So we know he's sorry. I heard that the chairman of Mr. Big Inc. became a reformed man after taking justice to heart. Oh, what a wonderful thing justice is. It's so cool, I can't stand it. Justice, oh, justice. Darn, it's so cool. I hear this girl named Linda is really cute. The way she sings on the streets, I'd like to see her. I guess we could go see Linda. I don't know if that's progress, but we could go see her anyway. Are we back to the old rigmarole of wandering around talking to everyone until we figure out whatever trips the flag to continue the story? You know, there's a little part of me that kind of wants a Triscuit right now. But I don't actually, because they're too messy, and there are better crackers out there anyway.
oh, Ari, you came to see me. Oh, I'm so happy. People in town are taking the time to listen to my songs more. It's all because of you, Coach. I don't know how to thank you. Ari, who is this woman?
Oh, you must be Linda, that girl everyone in town is talking about.
Yes, that's me. Glad to meet you. Linda, a singer? You, Linda, I order you not to get needlessly close to my servant. What? Who's this, Coach? She's got an attitude problem.
Linda, sweetie, this lady here is Princess Marlene.
Oh, is she? I will say it once again, Linda. I shall not permit you to speak needlessly with my servant. My servant? Do you mean my coach? How dare you? Don't you dare call him that. Coach? You're okay with that? Coach, you know better than that.
You know, Ari, that nothing you say will matter. Stan, however, is living for this drama. Like, oh, believe me. You know.
Just because you are the princess, I don't believe you have the right to treat someone as nice as the coach. I mean, Ari, like a servant. As if you should know. What do you know about Ari anyway? Well, what do you know about this man? Huh, princess? I had Ari give me encouragement and training. So much that you don't know how deeply we were involved with each other. Oh, really? Well, I had his mother teach me cooking at his house. So there.
Princess?
Oh, I see. But it was Coach who wrote the words to my song, wasn't it, Coach? Well then, I suppose I have no choice but to tell you this. It was he who rushed into my arms when we met for the first time. That is why he has become my servant. Is that so? But I don't mind if he flirts a little. Anyway, it's destiny. Ari and I were meant to be for each other. Oh, the loving touch of Ari as he laid his hand softly on my shoulder as I stood on that lonely street corner.
I can remember doing that. Did I do that? I didn't do that.
I'll never forget it for as long as I live. My love for Ari transcends that of a certain highbrow individual who calls him a servant.
Boy, if looks could kill.
Princess? I do not understand it. Ari, you nincompoop! You player! I'm going home! Princess, wait! Princess, wait!
The princess almost fled the scene. Linda remained there proud, smiling a winner's smile. This, my friends, is the famous so-called battlefield. And as always, the boy had no choice but to stand by helplessly and watch.
Fox only, final destination, no rest for Ari.
Stan's like, fight, 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 fight.
Yeah, I kind of figured my higher pitch voice was getting cut off a bit. Give me 1 second. I'm just gonna have a look at OBS real quick. Because it's not... I thought at first it was the software that my Elgato microphone is connected to, because it does have like pop and noise reduction, but that doesn't seem to be what's causing the issue, because it's only when I record in OBS. If I try recording things in Audacity, it doesn't happen. But I'm trying to go through the settings here to see if there's anything in the audio that's I don't want push to mute. I want that. I don't know how I would fix it right now, and I don't want to, spend several minutes in the stream trying to figure this out. I don't know why it's happening, but it is very irksome, may I say. I'm not seeing anything in Audacity. I mean, what I could do is just turn everything down. I also feel like when I listen to my streams, I just feel like even like game audio is quiet, but on my end everything is at a good mix. So I don't know. Well, I guess if Linda's getting cut off, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'll fix it for next time. Let's carry on for now. Oh, Ari, the princess has locked herself in this room and won't come out. Yes, well, you already know, don't you? Yes, I think you know. It's tough, isn't it? Both for the princess and Ari. Oh, I remember when Baban, Henry, and I were training to defeat monsters at the Heroes University. The warrior and the wizard both fell in love with me. I was unable to return either of their affections. Likely story. Rosalind? Oh? So, anyway, good luck, Ari. Think carefully before you choose. If you make the wrong decision, you'll regret it forever. But no pressure, okay? Look after the princess for me, and, do I have to choose? I just want to go home.
That will be enough, Rosalind. I do not wish to talk.
Can I talk to you for a minute?
Ari? Is that you, Ari?
It's a fun leitmotif.
I apologize for what happened, but please, you must leave me alone for now. I do not know what I might say to you if I were to see you. Am I acting strange? I am so selfish and rude, and unlike that girl named Linda, I am not so sweet. All I do is boss you around and cause trouble, and I cannot even fight.
I think you could if you wanted to.
I am sorry, Ari, but I would like to be left alone. I cannot figure myself out right now. I need to understand why I feel this way. Tomorrow, I will try to act as proud as I usually am. But please, leave me to myself for today.
Why is this even happening? I think Ari is asking himself the same thing, like every day of his life. Please come again. Do I have to? I want to know. Who likes me the most right now? I hope it's not Linda or Marlene. I'm scared. Nice. Alright. BFFs with the correct choice. I assume, like, people aren't still in rooms right now. Linda is not an option, thank God. Stan. See, that's well, I was trying to work that into my stream title today. Also, the door won't open. The princess may have locked it, so is she still in there? No, I don't want to talk to you again. I don't want to talk to you again. No. I do not want any of your love. Zero. Why is the music like this now? Are you Linda groupies? Are you wearing hoppy coats? Oh, Linda, you're so adorable. Oh, Linda, you're so cute. Oh, Linda, you're the best. Oh, Linda. Oh, Linda. Oh, Linda. Oh, Linda, you're so hot. Like, is it all three of them? Sure. Sure, I guess if you're into, like, stick girls with horns, sure. Hamster Mario Kart music, yeah, kinda is. This is the new Baby Park remix. And what does this instrument make me think of? Like the sound font. Like WarioWare a little bit? Maybe something more specific? Oh geez, there's Linda groupies here too. I am thus enthused about Linda as the inevitable result of an exquisitely intertwined sense of my aesthetic ideal, desires, and an illusion to be one with another. Thus, I do not have a case of feverish love. What I am trying to say, I believe, is this. Oh, Linda, you're so hot. Oh, that is precisely it. There is no inaccuracy in my carefully drawn conclusion. Come, let me scream. Oh, Linda, you're so hot. I hate this. I hate this. Why? Oh, they're everywhere. Oh, Linda. Oh, my heart aches for you. Look at me, oh, Linda. Only me, oh, Linda. Sing with your sweet voice. Smile your sweet smile. Oh, Linda, you're my everything. Ugh. Due to Linda being so hot, we can't presently use Madrill Station. Please understand Linda's hot circumstances. Because Linda is so hot, the railroad is Linda, and so hot is Linda. Linda. Ugh. Seems like nothing and nobody is here. Probably gone to work, the door is locked. Hi, Kelly. Also, hi, UFO abduction. I think everyone in this town needs to take a nice shower.
Oh, Miss Linda, you are an angel. You're a goddess. No, much more than that. Miss Linda, you're the world and the universe. I'm only thankful that I'm a humble member of that universe.
I guess the hot bars that Stan wrote for her are really doing numbers, huh? I'm sorry, Linda, but let me call you Sweet Angel Linda. I hope you don't mind that I formed your club without your permission. But Linda, you should understand my heart. Oh, my sweet baby. Won't you give this rock and roller your sweet kiss? What has happened in this town? I'm away for 5 minutes, and this happens. It is very automaton, isn't it? Oh no, they've engineered more of them. Miss Linda, so hot. Miss Linda, so hot. Miss Linda, so hot. Miss Linda, so hot. So hot, the best, strongest angel on earth. All together now.
Oh, Linda.
Oh boy. All together now. Oh, Linda. L-O-V-E, lovely Linda. The best, strongest evil king. What? What?
Did he say something? Hey, slave, did this guy say something?
I think he may have.
I can never count on you. You call yourself my slave?
I don't. You call me that.
You, porky-hoofed woman! You heard it, didn't you?
Porky? Anyway, yes, I did hear him. He said the best, strongest evil king. Let's hear him again.
You, random Linda fan. Tell me again what you said. L-O-V-E, lovely Linda. The absolute best super teen idol. The best, strongest, angelic evil king.
Well, he said it. Clearly. He said it. No mistake. But that adorable girl? But it can't be. It can't be, but...
Hey, Professor Crackpot and Batwoman. What do you think you're thinking?
Presumably they're thinking about what they're thinking about, Stan.
That fawn couldn't possibly be an evil king.
English king? What? Engle king?
No evil king would cry about the stupid thing she cries about. She doesn't even qualify as a fake evil king. Evil kings are proud, beautiful, and strong, like me.
True. Now that you mention it, it's hard to believe that she's an evil king. You're right. I can't believe it. Or rather, I don't want to believe it.
Well, of course. There can't be any evil king like her. Linda. She's not even an evil king and she's got horns. I'm jealous.
Did you say something?
I said that I want horns too. If I had horns, humans would be a little more afraid of me.
If you put horns on, you'd be a cow. A cow. An evil king that looks like a cow. How uncool is that?
Oh, shut up, you broken lid of a porky casserole.
Porky again?
Linda girl. What is she going to do, providing dreams to humans? Why isn't she providing despair and pushing humans off into the black abyss?
Have you seen Idol Culture, Stan? They are in a black abyss.
Looks like she needs more coaching. You, slave, go to Linda. I will train her so hot. I mean, so hard.
Oh no, Stan, not you too. Yeah, what does an evil king cry about? Yeah, the side view of Stan is really funny. Also, Stan, I mean, you don't need to have horns. You have cute little cat ears. You're fine without.
Linda's so hot, she is. So hot she is. I want to study Linda.
Oh, Linda. Oh, Linda, hear me out. Oh, Linda. Oh, I'm so hot for you. So hot. Oh, Linda, I'm so hot for you. So hot. But, oh, Linda.
Oh, that was not a productive conversation at all. Oh yeah, I talked to you already. You're the seemingly erudite one, but not really. And Big Bull doesn't care. He's just doing push-ups. Oh, so you still say the same thing, Miss Material. Oh. I skipped her dialogue because I thought it was old, but no, sorry. Something, where's my Prince Charming? My Prince Charming is never going to show up something. And that's just the way it is. It's because Linda's so cute. All boys flock to Linda. Linda, you're the best. Perfect beauty that even a woman falls in love with. Yes, Linda's so hot. No, not you too. Is it the horns? Is everybody into the horns? I know a lot of people like monsters and monster-adjacent creatures. The door is locked. Save yourself from the Linda plague. Oh, she's here in front of the train station.
Oh, Ari, did you take a look outside? The townsfolk have finally become my fans. Everyone is now obsessed with me. I did it, Coach.
Excuse me, Linda, but I think the townsfolk are acting kind of strange.
I know. That's okay. Everyone's all brainwashed and happy.
Are you by any chance?
Yes, I'm an evil king. I'm thinking of calling myself teen idol evil king. Why are you looking that way at me, Coach? Didn't I tell you?
Stop kidding around. A klutz like you, an evil king.
I'm not kidding you. I was really in trouble without much magical power. But thanks to Ari, I am now a fine evil king. Aren't you proud of me, Coach? Let's go on a world conquest tour together.
I don't think he would approve. Sorry, no can do. Why? Because I am the true evil king who's here to defeat you.
But it can't be. Coach? My coach was an evil king? I can't battle with you, Coach. But, Linda, what about brainwashing the townsfolk?
Oh, she's run off.
If she's an evil king, it's not hard to figure out where she's headed. The chairman guy went into the escapeless abyss, and that muscle freak went to the big tree hole in Tanel Forest, and as long as she was a pseudo-evil king, her destination should be crystal clear on the map of evil kings. So, slave, off we go to defeat her. Hey, slave, what's the matter?
Well, of course you're in shock. The girl who you thought was cute was actually an evil king.
I didn't say she was cute.
If you defeat her, it'll be for her own good, too. Isn't that right, Bull?
Sure, sis. But anyway, isn't Linda so hot?
Well, being an evil king can be said to be a condition in which one is unconsciously possessed and metaphysically restrained by a delusion. Destroying its framework can be said to be a sublime act to doubly liberate the subject from alienation. Thus, let's go, okay? Yeah, cut him off, Roz. What do you mean? The horn, what? Something like flying over my head again. Also, yeah, I guess I should pull up the map of Evil Kings. Shouldn't I? Is she going into another sewer? It's always a sewer, isn't it? A stone die on a small island of snow. A woeful stage to trick the heart and trap the spirit. Skies dim when stars fall. Okay, so now I have to go back to that steel stone monument, I guess. I don't know if Ari could really blame himself for the horns not tipping him off. You just think it's part of the outfit, right? Plus, characters in this game dress and act so eccentrically anyway that you don't really bat an eye at it. You just think it's a fashion choice. Please don't tell me you're all talking about how hot Linda is. What's all that sound coming from the station? I wonder if it's the song by that girl named Linda. Are teen idols all like that, I wonder? Oh, I'm worried listening to that racket would make hens stop laying eggs. Oh. On the other hand, the oldies sung by good man Sugi are simply terrific. Oh, and look at her shy but sexy eyes. Reminds me of my youth. Getting some mixed messages, lady. Yeah, good thing I explored around there earlier. Also, I'm posture checking. I'll read this dialogue and then I will hydrate when I go through the town gates. Efficiency. They say that the too honest evil king was also defeated. Justice is served once again. How wonderful! The world today is becoming full of justice. Justice is omnipotent. It's like having a big, strong brother who will fight your fights. I'll stand by it for the rest of my life. Why? I'll die for justice. Oh, justice. Justice. Justice rules all the way. Justice is so hot. Meanwhile, Bull is like, what? Brother? Fight? I'm there. What's this I hear about a burly evil king that you guys also defeated? That's great. That's really great. I support you guys 100%. And good luck, boy. Not that it means much to you to hear that from a stranger who can only frown. Can we get a hydrate redeem for this town because they're horrendously thirsty? I'm gonna hydrate while I go through these gates. I don't know, I guess if one town was going to be incredibly repressed and now that has come to a head, I guess it would be Madrill, with how dank and dark it is in there. Probably not a lot of opportunity for freedom of expression. Not that anyone would stop you, it would just feel out of place. Okay. I guess I could hit up the book over here too, since it's just behind me. Good thing they've locked their gates so they're free of the plague of Linda. If people start talking about things being hot, though, it's too late for you. Yeah, still locked. Nope. Bother. Ugh. Penguins. Penguins. Okay. The usual wait. And then Roz can just attack, whatever. And then Ari. Overdrive. Still wish I had a macro for this. Throw him out in the snow. Nature's cold shower. Okay, yeah, there's room for volcano geologists. They can talk about things being hot, but only them. I mean, cool rocks are pretty hot, if you will. I must say, this game has surprised me. Yet again. I mean, first we had Big Bull joining our party, and now Linda is apparently an evil king. And I totally would have thought Linda would have been a party member because, okay, here's someone with a unique design who's friendly towards us. I see now why Linda is not an available character for the whole compatibility thing. You know what, Stan? Maybe when this is all over, I'll buy you a nice pair of horns to wear on your head. They're probably all on discount now since Halloween is over. Assuming that, like, all the Spirit Halloween locations have not been reabsorbed into the ether. You know, wherever they go when it is Halloween no more. One thing I do kind of regret about this Halloween season is not like browsing around for costumes or anything. Can I go across here? I think I can. Just because they're fun to look at. I didn't dress up as much as I love costumes because I wouldn't really have anywhere to go except for work. And while we're technically allowed to wear costumes at work, there's certain rules and restrictions we have to follow. Like, they can't get in the way, there can't be any parts that might fall off or could pose a health or safety hazard. It's also just a really cramped place where I work. Like, you're just working in close quarters around other people, so even costume parts like, say, a cool witch hat or something, which is something I contemplated, just wouldn't be practical. And also, it's really hot. I don't think I would want to wear any extra layers because it's just too stinking hot. Ergo, no costume for me, which is very sad because costumes are the best part of Halloween in my book. Incidentally, if anyone saw any cool costumes, I want to hear about it. I'll try and remember to ask during the Wilmot stream tomorrow afternoon, too. I did see some from the customers we had. Not very many, unfortunately. I don't know if it's because so many people who work in, like, oil and gas and whatnot just no longer possess the sort of whimsy. Oh, I can't get over there. That would encourage one to wear a costume, but also, like, we get a lot of, like, lawyers and other folks, and I guess, as a coworker pointed out, I guess it would be a little weird, a little unprofessional if you were meeting with a client, like, dressed as a clown, or a witch, or a vampire. It seems like this is where Linda ran off to.
By the way, sister, what happened to Boss?
The princess is taking a nap. She's sulky because of you-know-who.
It means I can be the absolute ruler! Let's go, slaves. Gotcha, brother.
I don't even want to start. Come on, let's go. Now we're all slaves. Oh, you saw Final Fantasy mages, really? Like, specifically Final Fantasy style? Someone I saw the other day, they weren't in costume, but they were wearing, like, a white hoodie with red trim, and I thought it'd be fun to dress up as, like, a classic Final Fantasy white mage. With the white robes with the red triangles at the end. Because that's what I mained in 14, was white mage, because I love to suffer. I love to suffer. A couple of kids in Thing 1 and Thing 2 costumes, that's fun. Also, hey, dungeon music that isn't clown shoes. I mean, it is still a sewer, but it's progress. Hang on. Ghost following me. Ghost following me. Ice crystals. I wonder if those are part of a puzzle at all. So there's a bridge here. Oh, that opens. I thought it would be like you have to destroy some urns. Do they both stay open? Yeah, I guess so, huh? Have a good one, Sparrow. Have a nice snooze. Oh, good, more jars. Most of the kids who came to your house were in fairly basic costumes, none that really caught you off guard. Aw. At least they were in costumes, though. Not like the lazy, yeah, I'm in costume as myself, trick or treat or whatever, give me candy. It was today, and while a day late, someone dressed up as a bishop at the local mall. Are you sure they weren't actually a bishop? They might actually be a bishop. Now, granted, I don't know how often one encounters a bishop in the day today. That did a lot of damage to Roz. But every once in a while, on a rare occasion, I don't think I've seen a bishop. I mean, they are pretty high-ranking, I think. Probably not a lot of those running about. But I've seen like rabbis with like the big or like the hats. I've seen monks in their ceremonial garb. I feel like these are all at the airport, thinking about it. Which I guess if you were going to see like a monk or a rabbi or a bishop or any other major religious figure, probably I feel like it would be at the airport. Cold knuckles, huh? So he can like punch people, but cold. Were they the chess piece or the man of the church? Good question. Let's use an item for now. Yes, I know Maury's using items. What does the world come to? Let's also see what... Oh, that's too many back. Cold knuckles. Knock these clods out cold. Incredible. So there are doors, but they just open upon examination. They're not actually locked. Okay. Ooh. Hang on. I want that. Is there a way I can get to it? Wow. Some more creatures. What is that? Like a rain-calling ray. Look at the teeth on that thing. And an apocalypse goat. I wonder if Cold Knuckles is uses Bull's magic stat or not. I'm not sure. But of course I gotta use Overdrive just because it's more expedient. Dress up as a checkers piece. You're just gonna like make yourself real flat. And just not move. Okay. Ice is good against fire though, and none of these are fire elements, so never mind. I'm a little curious what the repel move does. I guess I could try it. You had to look through the Okage manual. It doesn't mention any party members. Okay, thank you. So now I know I can look and educate myself on all the status effects, etc. without worrying about spoiling what you really missed almost everyone in this configuration. You missed 3 out of 4 characters. Or 4 creatures, rather. Short Circuit always trisketing me. boy, what status effect does Ari have? I guess if it's just a status effect, it'll wear off after battle. Yeah, if you got the PDF link, sure. I feel like I downloaded it at some point, but I don't know where I put it. My desktop is kind of a mess, and I need to reorganize it. Because I have so many miscellaneous images saved on here for the purpose of showing off on stream. Like, what's a good one I have here? Well, here's a good one I have that it's not really appropriate, well, thematically appropriate right now. But when we're talking about Sonic and Tails and Knuckles to remember the elemental affinities, I do have this picture from Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. Tails smoking a cigarette, you know, so we have that. Well, I know, don't smoke, Tails. It's not hot. And that's just a small selection of the stuff I have on the desktop here. He looks like he needs it. Like, I'm sure, like, maybe he knows about the kind of fan art people draw of him and his friends. Yeah, he probably needs that cigarette. I really liked Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog back in the day, and part of it is because it had a lot of Tails in it, and I liked Tails. I thought Tails was cute. Fluffy little orange fox, what's not to love? And it wasn't until later that tends to be the one that people like less compared to the Saturday Morning Sonic Sat-Am, if you will, which had a more sophisticated storyline. Sleeping bottle. Tails gets pissy when he's off the nicotine. You know, if you ask me whom my favorite Sonic character was now, I don't know if I'd be able to tell you. I'm not sure. I do genuinely have a big soft spot for Shadow the Hedgehog. Frozen bottle. Is that sleeping bottle? Okay, black sheep slumbers inside. I think especially with just how Sega's been doing a little better with writing Shadow lately, and I've heard good things about the Sonic X Shadow Generations game. At some point I would like to play it. Maybe when it goes on sale. Although if I were to stream it, I mean if I got it I would stream it. I would want to... stream the earlier Sonics first. You know, for the context or whatever. Your youngest brother told you it's one of the most polished Sonic games he's ever played. Wow. Genuinely shocked. Like, every time a 3D Sonic comes out, it's always like, I don't know. See, they could be pretty hit or miss. I do have to play Sonic 1 soon. I was thinking about it. However, there's something I'm waiting for before I play through Sonic 1. No, not that. I want Burst. And once I have the thing I'm waiting for ready, then I think I will play through the old Sonic games. A little scary to contemplate, because I like to think I'm pretty good at the bonus stages in Sonic 3. But it's been a long time. And there's that fear of choking on stream. I want to at least get all the Chaos Emeralds, if not all the Super Emeralds on stream. Because the true final boss music is one of my favorite final boss themes in games. And I don't want to miss out on that. Or stream. So there's another jar I need to fight. Yeah, this is the door that's locked. I'm also just going to go back and heal. Because I'll book. Oh, I guess I should cure Ari, but also look at this pink gator. Beautiful. Minty alligator. I wonder if Roz's charged parasol is worth using. I want, like, I'm thinking, so if it uses LP, I wonder if it's magic elements. And then this would be technically a physical attack. If it builds off her physical stat, then I think it would be okay. if it pulls from her magic stat, that's less good, less ideal. Yeah, I gotta remember to fix what's wrong with Ari. What I should do maybe is scroll through the manual real quick and just see the status effects. Hang on, will these creatures have fury? Oh, look at the little illustrations of all the creatures in this manual. Okay, hang on, I'm just scrolling real quick. So, dungeon urns are just a thing in every dungeon. Scrolling, 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 scrolling. Yeah. Scrolling past all the nitty-gritty. Oh yeah, here's the elemental triangle. Knuckles beats Tails beats Sonic beats Knuckles, that's right. Okay. So let's see. Ari has, I think, paralysis? Or no, it's a curse. Oh, interesting. If a character is cursed multiple times with the same curse, the severity can change and intensify. But no symbol shows the increase in severity. So, like, is Ari just super cursed right now? Ow. A character cannot be under the influence of more than one curse at a time. And a fighter can be stricken with both a status effect and a curse. I mean, the way Ari is kind of sitting on the ground in the fetal position and trembling, that just seems like his natural state. They all have fury. Fawful, what have you done? Oh, they're all Fawful groupies. Like how all of Madrill are Linda groupies. Well, those fellows are all Fawful groupies. Did you know Fawful is so hot? According to those Venus flytraps. Okay. Important and dangerous curses. Okay. Hang on here, I need to zoom in a little bit. I'm just reading the curses in the manual. You'll excuse me a moment. Okay, so there's Turtle, which slows you down your action bar. There's Saint, which the character is damaged if they attack an enemy. The Tax Curse, you really can be cursed with taxes. Profit from killing a ghost decreases. Rust ruins your defense ability. Sandman character begins a battle in a state of stage 1 sleep. And, okay, Evil Eye is what Ari has. Begins battle in a state of stage 1 paralysis. Okay. Oh, wrong button. Okay. Turtle, Confusion, Saint, Rust, Evil Eye, so the Alarm Charm. No, that's not it. It's the same symbol, though. I think? It looks like Evil Eye. Looking at the manual, it's those same squiggles. Oh my, there's death. When cursed with death, the fate timer appears at the beginning of battle. Each action the victim takes counts down the timer. When it reaches 0, the character cannot perform any actions. The effects of the curse intensifies with each ghost encounter. Is it like the Doom status in Final Fantasy? Okay. Well, then how do I fix... It's not letting me cure the Evil Eye on Ari. So maybe that's not what it is? Cures tax, but how do I get rid of it? It doesn't work. I mean, it doesn't let me waste stuff, so that's good. Huh. Well, how come I can't get rid of it? What the heck? Alright, well, the book is right here. I guess it doesn't actually matter, but it's still weird. Nope, nope, save. There we go. It's a little tricky sometimes, if you'll excuse my clumsy menuing, because the button I use to confirm in this game is the button I'll use to cancel in other games. Like, so it's the B button on the Switch Pro Controller. Oh, okay, the Pro Controller here. Oh, kitties. stalking tiger. They look like plush toys. Well, most monsters in this game kind of look like plush toys or just patchwork creations. Very charming. Oh man, there's something like Azumanga Daioh about their face. Which I hope that's a series at least. Well, I know one person for sure also enjoys Azumanga. But I don't know about everyone else. And if you're not familiar with Azumanga Daioh, you should look it up because one of my favorite anime / manga. And I think had a fairly big influence on me. I had a coworker ask me some time ago, like, oh, do you like anime? And if you do, what kind of anime do you like? And asking like, oh, do you think you've seen more anime or have I? And I said, probably you have. I don't go out of my way to watch a lot of anime because I'm incredibly picky. So like when coworkers talked about the stuff they enjoy, like the shonen anime du jour, like Demon Slayer or My Hero Academia. But I can't do shonen. I just can't. Well, I should say I can't really do the big shonen epics. Not that something being shonen automatically discounts it for me. They just go on so long. And there's too many characters, and a lot of the time, the girls can feel like an afterthought, or it just... How to phrase it? You get this sense that there's an othering about them. I don't know if I've talked about this before. I think maybe even in a recent stream, how frustrating it can be experiencing a piece of media when there's like one girl. And she has to be the sensible one. She has to be the girl. And of course, shonen are not automatically like that. There are shonen out there with really great women. It's just, they tend to be outliers. But also, I get it. You know, if your primary audience is young boys, then you're going to focus on writing characters that young boys would think are cool. A door is opened, a bridge has appeared. I am going to sneeze. Oh dear.
Ugh. Pardon me.
Nope. Where's the door that opens? There it is. Here it is. Oh, a fish. I think. An eel of some sort, maybe? What are you? A bedhead walrus. Okay, never mind. I guess it's... Oh. No, I can see the tusks on it. I mean, I'm still hesitant to call it a walrus. The time has come, the walrus said, to talk of many things. Of shoes and ships and sealing wax, of cabbages and kings. And... Oh, bother, I can't remember the next line. Something, and whether pigs have wings. It's been a long time. Please stop chewing on Roz. Please stop chewing on Roz. And why the sea is boiling hot, thank you! It was going to haunt me. Also, hello, Susie. Oh boy, please don't use those group targeting spells. Now I'm getting concerned. Let's try and get rid of this walrus. Dear God, don't kill Ari. I mean, I saved not too long ago. But I would still prefer that you don't kill Ari or Roz. I also don't really like hearing the screams of the dams whenever they attack. Okay, let's just heal folks for now. Oh, Stan is contributing! Wow, thank you, Stan. Okay, never mind. See, why can't you do that all the time? I don't think it even costs him any effort, really. I mean, is it uncomfortable for him to headbutt stuff? I don't think so. He doesn't look like he has a lot of substance. Let's use my LP instead of my items for now. And then after I defeat this jar, I will have to go back and heal and save at the book. Stan is working hard for us today. He's actually earning his keep. A valuable member of the party. I mean, I jest, really. Stan could never lift a finger. We'd still love him. Yeah, that did not do good damage against this jar. I guess because of conflicting elements. Yeah, I do not have anything that will work well against this, So, never mind. Just continue hitting it, Roz. Do your best. Stan is growing in power. I mean, he did absorb more power from an erstwhile evil king. Are his attacks measurably getting stronger with each evil king we conquer? It would be cool if so. Kind of a shame the power does not seem to transfer to Ari also. Okay, I'm going to go back just to the book real quick. Just in case. I know this, heck, feels a little excessive, but... you know, I'm just gonna leave. They're like seaweed creatures here. Considering these walruses can do, party hitting attacks. If only we had a reliable way to heal the whole group. I feel like at this point in an RPG, we should have at least one mass healing spell. Or at least an easily acquired mass healing item, but I haven't seen any places to buy the nuts that let you heal everyone at once. Maybe Kiesling learns a group healing spell, but no. Forget it. Not worth it. I know there's a door there, but let me go back here first. Whoa, no. No, I don't want to fight you. I want to explore before I forget where I'm going. Ooh. Oh, well, the Minty Gator. It's not so bad. I just like the way it looks. Okay. While this is happening, I'm going to scroll a little more through the manual. Yeah, the only party members mentioned in the manual seem to be Ari, Rosalind, and Kiesling. So I guess in a way it's a good thing I didn't read the manual before playing the game, just so I could have been caught off guard by Kiesling forcing his way into our party. But it doesn't mention anyone else. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to read over this manual. Learn charge, alright. Let's see, now does he like charge up power for an attack, or does he just run at someone as a bull is often wont to do? Oh, increase attack power, okay. Yeah, I gotta try that ability where he can repel enemies as well. For this, maybe Stan can have some spaghetti. I want pasta. Like, it's almost 10 at night, and I want pasta. I mean, I didn't really eat today. That might be why. What did I have today? I had some cereal this morning, and I made myself a quesadilla this afternoon, and that's it. So, maybe I should, well, eat something of more substance, but not right now. It's not good to eat before bed. Oh boy, these tigers are just exploding everywhere. Stop, stop, stop. Be gone with me. Well, Roz does good damage to these tigers, I guess because of her ice element. Stop chewing on me! Big Bull's struggling a little bit. Or at least maybe it's neutral? I don't know. Either way, still not putting Kiesling in the party. Forget it. I think I even do have some spaghetti, Maury. No. No, no. No, 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 no. Do not make spaghetti at 10 at night. We have standards here, I think. Okay, where? Here. So I know there's another door somewhere. Okay, on this side. No sketty this late at night. Ugh, cruel world. Can't get over there. I guess I need a bridge. Oh, here we go. Okay, there's a jar. Nope, not today, ghost. You know, I'm looking at the manual some more, and I see that, so the alarm charm cures evil eye, which is what I thought Ari was afflicted with before. But there's also Big Boss's charm, which cures paralysis, so I guess that's what it was. But the symbol in the manual showing the symbol for each of the curses was that one. So I don't know what to believe anymore. Oh, there's an item that recovers everyone from KO, an energy bouquet, but I feel like if you're at that point, you're already in big trouble. It's not exactly the same, but it makes me think a little bit of RPGs where characters can have an ability that will sacrifice themselves in some way for the party. Like the first one that comes to mind is Colette Tales of Symphonia. Has an ability called Sacrifice, which does just that. Which I've never used because if you are in a... Well, it's, I think, pretty rare for you to be in a position where, like, your whole party, except for Colette, is dead because she's not the tankiest character, but... So, I don't know, it doesn't really seem worth it to kill a character to bring other people back. Unless you're super desperate. There's moves like that in other games, and I'm kind of blanking on it. I think Etrian Odyssey has like, at least one move like that in some of the games. I'm trying to think. Maybe in 3? I know Etrian Odyssey 3 had some unusual abilities. One of the character classes, it didn't have a sacrifice move per se, but had an ability where, well, I can't even say per se. It's very different from Sacrifice, where they would automatically attack anyone whose hit points dipped below a certain thresholds, which good for enemies because you can get off attack without spending a turn, but when I say anyone, I mean anyone. They will attack your party members too. And I've never attempted to use them for that reason, or that skill for that reason, because that's just too scary. Now, in Bravely Default 2, it's a valid strategy, and there are builds to revive them. I have heard that the Bravely Default games, you can do some really tricksy min-maxing and some really interesting strategies by just making careful use of your abilities, which I think is pretty cool. What element are these guys? They're sonic, so I need electric, which Ari does not have, so never mind. I guess Roz does. Yeah, I don't think I've ever used Colette's Sacrifice. I'm trying to remember if I even used it once just to see what it did. I don't feel like I have. Oh, Please stop using hit everyone attacks. Oh dear God. I need to heal Ari. Getting scared again.
Save me, Stan.
Evidently Stan has a degree of substance. Because he can headbutt the opposition if he so chooses. So why can't he shield me? Do you want to protect your vessel? Uh-oh. Ooh. Well, he was weak to that. But you could at least, like, redirect your heal to someone who could use it, Ari. Like yourself or Roz. Oh, boy. You know what? I think we're gonna leave. I think we're gonna leave. Oh, we did destroy one, so now I feel a little bad. Sunken cost fallacy and all, but I would prefer not to die. Okay. Well, there's a jar. I guess I'll use... How close am I to the healing book? But I might run into a bunch of ghosts on the way back, so never mind. Let's just do this and use some items. Man, I gotta use so many. He's so beefy. Good thing I stocked up. It's like playing old Final Fantasies and buying 99 potions. Just so you can throw them at people for a source of cheap healing outside of battle. Although I wish they scaled in efficacy. Like, not to bring up the Tales of series again. But a thing I liked about them, that I think the Tales of Symphonia was the first time I encountered this, where the healing items that you use heal a percentage. As opposed to things like potions in Final Fantasy, which heal a set number. So, while they might be good at first, their efficacy drops off fairly drastically as your characters get more and more hit points, but having your items heal a percentage instead ensures that they always stay relevant, which I think is pretty cool. Yeah, a good workaround since you can only carry 20 of each thing normally. Which isn't even like a data thing. It's just a deliberate game design thing, because you can, in New Game Plus, one thing you can unlock is the ability to carry more of each item. Mega Charm. Okay. I mean, I think Stan's already mega charming. Rarity that repels all curses, cures all curses. Okay. It's a shame it's not an equipable. I'm gonna spend this heal on Roz, and now for sure I'm gonna go back to the book and heal, since I'm out of LP. Oh, come on. Yeah, I think it's 30. That's what my gut is telling me, that the unlock amount is 30, which, okay, it's only 10 more of each thing, but it's still better than nothing. Ice is good against fire, so Roz is not going to do well against the Ray. But I will have Ari use Overdrive, and Big Bull can do what he does best. And it's true, 10 more in a Tales game is pretty big. I think, if I'm not misremembering, I feel like there were still restrictions on the number of certain types of items you could carry, like Aldivides. Which I remember getting Aldivides in Tales of Symphonia. I guess, for the record, if you've never played the game, so an Aldivide is an item that cuts all the damage that every combatant on the field does in half. And I remember looking at it thinking, like, why would I want to use this? Why would I want to do less damage? Neglecting the fact that, okay, your characters do less damage, but the enemies also do less damage. And if characters or enemies are regularly doing, like, big, party-wide super attacks that are taking off huge chunks of your health, perhaps it would be a good idea to cut that down. And yeah, it'll make the whole fight take a little longer. But of course, I'm not patient enough for that. I never used Aldivides. Nope, this bridge, I'm going to run into another ghost. Okay, made it. Even for, like, super bosses, I never used the All Divide, because I just didn't consider the potential advantage of cutting the amount of damage that the bosses did. I just thought, well, why would I want to do less damage? It means the fights take longer. That's terrible. I'm not patient enough for that. Oh, come on, leave me alone. I'd like to get through this dungeon and then call it an evening. Also, do I want to fight these... I am right by the save book, so I can heal if need be. What does... I guess let's try Wild Cry. I want to know what it does. No time like the present, I suppose. Maybe I can try... I never use status spells, because they're never worth it. But let's see. Maybe I can put one of these fellas asleep. Oh, good, more screams of the damned. Oh. Okay. That's what that does. Well, alright. I don't know if that's really necessary, though. I mean, I've yet to have the escape command fail on me. So it feels a bit unnecessary, but thank you. I think. Power candy. Oh ho. Oh yeah, escape does use LP. I did forget about that. Refined lemon flavor, attack +1. I'm just gonna give this to Ari. Like the previous one, because he's always in the party, so why not? Oh, okay, that will not open. Oh, there's a jar I didn't break that's over here. No, don't touch me. No. Why are there so many? Please, ghosts. I know you want to give me sweet, sweet experience, but it's also late. And I can't be up forever. And again, I would like to be well rested. I was gonna say refreshed, well rested and refreshed, but it kind of came out as well well recessed tomorrow morning, so I can get up early and get some stuff done, and then stream some more Wilmot Works It Out tomorrow afternoon. At I'm gonna have to do the time zone conversion in my head at 3 p.m. Eastern, which is 1 p.m. my time. I have to think about it. Or noon Pacific, if you will. Be well refreshed. Yeah, I guess shouting at enemies until they flee is cheaper. Okay, oh, so there's one more jar in the corner there. I see that I have not activated yet. Just have to figure out how to get there. I'm like half looking at the mini-map and I'm half looking at Ari trying to navigate this place and also trying not to run into any ghosts. It's a little tricky. Ah, come on. Thank you. Have a good night. Oh, you fellas again. What a blast from the past. It's like it was only 2 hours ago. Okay, I'm gonna have him wait. Is this weird for him to take on his brothers? Nah, probably isn't. He's all about fighting. And this is all in good fun for him, I'm sure. Come on. Come on. Any day now. There you go. Thank you. I like how thin his legs are. Just how top-heavy he is. It's a fun design. Like, this is just an egg of a cow. Roz is affected by the number 2. This status effect brought to you by the number 2. I actually know what this one is. I think it looks like lock. It might be lock. LP consuming specials can't be used. HP consuming specials can't be used, and items cannot be used. So I guess that's what they mean by the more something is layered, the bigger the effect is. I think that's an interesting concept. Good job, buddy. Okay, is there a door I can open down here? Here we go. Oh, come on. No, that's where I need to go. Oh, wait, there's another jar here. Never mind. We're fine. We're fine. Everything is good. Let's do some more healing. Alright. I'm hoping that we're close. Another jar or two. And that this dungeon is only a single floor. That would be nice. I wonder what it is about these pseudo-sewer systems that attract evil kings. Maybe there's something comforting about the dank, the dripping, the smell, presumably. Like, it's not your typical evil ambiance, but in a way, I think it's still pretty evil. And a good hero repellent. Or at least you would think that, having to trudge through a sewer would keep people away. But, of course, when you are a JRPG hero, you just know intrinsically, deep down, that you will have to go trekking through a sewer at some point. All the generators were destroyed. The water is withdrawing. The door to the next floor seems to be open. What do you mean, generators? Is that what the urns were doing? I can't open it. Sealed with a mysterious power. Alright. I guess do the ghosts all just vanish after I take care of the final urn? Convenience then, if so. I don't know how much deeper this goes. So my thinking is, if there is just a whole other level and this continues, I might call it an evening here. I don't know if there's, well, I was thinking like, oh, if there's the confrontation with Linda, but I don't know if I want to do the whole confrontation with Linda right now. Because I am getting pretty tired. And again, I do need to be up early tomorrow. Just for curiosity's sake. Hang on, I need to go this way. This way. No, not this way. Ugh. Like, it looks like I should be able to get around from there, but I can't. This way. Okay, we just go down. It's just a whole other level. Alright, well. I was kind of hoping we could stop this whole rigmarole, but no, we're still going. The devices on the upper floor seem to be activated all at once. Oh, maybe I should go check that out. Because I'll definitely forget for next time if I don't. So I can have a look at those doors that we couldn't open. Especially if there's no more ghosts milling about. It should make things a lot easier to navigate. You know, if I could just figure out where I'm going, that would be great. No? Even though it said all the devices are active, what does that mean then? And I mean, it did say that the water was drained, which it was. So those big ice crystals, whatever you want to call them, are also no longer present, but I don't really know what draining the water has done for me. I mean, we're still beholden to these bridges. People will not step down to where the water was.
It seems to be we are finally here. All set, Ari? Are you ready in both body and mind?
I guess this is the confrontation with Linda. Well, why don't I save this for next time then? We'll save whatever this fight is for next time, especially if it winds up being long and protracted. Presumably, though, not as long and protracted as the fight with Big Bull here was, since Linda cannot possibly be as beefy as this creature, this wonderful creature with no thoughts going on behind his eyes. Okay. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining me from our Okage. I hope you've been enjoying this relatively low-key game and just low-key streams on Friday nights. It's been kind of a nice way to unwind after a long week. So again, tomorrow afternoon, I can unpause this. There's no ghosts, so it's not weirdly silent. I will be streaming some more Wilmot Works It Out, so if you'd like to come hang out while I solve some puzzles and just relax, then feel free. And then Tuesday I'll be streaming more Resident Evil. Not Tuesday, Wednesday. Still doing Wednesdays until my classes are over in a few more weeks. Maybe finishing Resident Evil. I don't know, depends how close to the end we are, and then more of this next Friday. So, thank you again, everyone. I hope you have a lovely weekend. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I will catch you next time. Good night!